eventually afterwards, as Jackie not able to get the rundown. Raging Potato actually TPs back to the tier 1 tower even.
Big difference that I'm really seeing so far is the experience lead that Boom have basically across the board. Jackie is a full level and a half ahead of mid one. You've got supports that prior to picking up the tome are already almost level 6. So it's looking pretty solid for them so far if they wanted to make a lot of these aggressive plays. And, you know, you don't need to be in the lane to get some of those last hits if you're just stacking up. Like, Tims and Scam are going to get so much passive gold once the TA just rotates through the jungle and takes it.
Oh, mid one baiting here, but Moon, he's in the area, decides to jump the back line. Io nearby, there for the heal, and they are not going to take down mid one easily. Ninja Boogie tries to keep him up and online, and with that south running, he's going to be perfectly okay. Moon looks for more. FBZ caught, and FBZ is going to get killed. So a really heads-up play there by Moon to make the TP before the dive happened.
It's actually really good play coming through from SMG. They've got their game faces on today, just looking to respond to a lot of this earlier aggression that they're going for. Thing is, though, you would have to say that Boom are happy with perhaps a little bit of a slower pace as well. You've got the TA, you know, that person that's able to be that late-game hyper carry.
Yeah, and we have seen TAs get completely out of control in these games time and again. Of course, just need to be careful about potential as well. Scam gonna get jumped and found again. I mean, if they can keep snowballing kills together like this, it's gonna look very good for SMG as the Reaper Scythe gets thrown out. And there's also a stack that they now know about, and Moon is gonna go back over and try and steal this one.
Why not? You know, you've got a great lineup to be able to take it. You know, that's exactly what TA wants to be doing, especially on the Dire side. Dire jungle, very effective at being able to get a lot of this jungling happening. So, yeah, why not take it away? And Yopaj, he's the one that's going to TP there, but he's going to be like, where'd my stacks go? Where's my farm acceleration?
Yeah, that's easy peasy. Afu rolls again. No points yet in the grip, and still staying comfortably right on top. Moon walks up, toe-to-toe, gets Yopaj. The stun is there. The kick afterwards with the pull, and it's almost enough, but not quite. The last right click, will it be enough? Not going to do it. Yopaj lives, but does take a nice little burst of damage there as well, and no bottle refill.
The times when I see Boom playing best is when Tims looks to make rotations around that mid lane. You know, ones that we see most is like the Kunkka paired together with the Mirana or the Hoodwink. You know, reactions like that, and I feel like he's able to do so with this Grimstroke just as effectively. But honestly, Scam as well, right? So the fact that they didn't do that is probably a big reason why SMG are in not a commanding position, but a pretty comfortable position so far.
Right. Yeah, I think it's still, and it's worth just sort of keeping up with where we're at. Like, it feels like it could go either way, and this sort of mid-game is going to determine some of it. We did see Afu get picked off there by the combo of the Hoodwink and the Ember, and that led into a bottle refill for Yopaj, and now the game state reset yet again. And with level 6 online for Ninja Boogie, these relocate rotations could come in and start to be really strong from SMG. We'll see how Boom decide to deal with it, but well, they relocate immediately, and it's not going to connect on the Yopaj. He is out.
Even bring the Razor with that relocate. It's like, oh, I was just looking to give you some mana, Moon. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no problem. Cancels that one off at the end. Back to farming. Just get some scared in him.
I mean, maybe now that relocate's not available is the time for Boom to try and get aggressive. You know, it's not like he went for this first item, Blink Dagger, on the Pangolier. He's committed into going for this Spirit Vessel, and it's got no charges. They've only got one kill in the entire lineup, so maybe if they can make some sort of rotation with the Rolling Thunder, be great for them.
Well, this is a nice start to it, and oh, it didn't quite have the damage, but they'll finish it off. Tims gets that kill. Meanwhile, the roll in round 2. They find themselves
the coming
kill, and can they go for anything else afterwards? Doesn't really look like it. Afu being threatening enough, but FBZ now rolling onto Rage Potato, just jumps him. A little bunny hop, and he's out of there.
Playing Counter-Strike right now.
Oh, wait, but now the immediate smoke up that comes, and they're going to run right into Jackie. Scam trying to tank the gank, but they find him right away. Oh, and then they break the tree, so the control onto Jackie. This TA in a ton of trouble, and Rage Potato gets the Reaper Scythe off, has Spirit Vessel done. What are they going to transition to next? SMG are playing great right now.
Absolutely. They've got a lot more to play for. Boom already secured at that major, and unfortunately the Phantom's Embrace just has a bit of a lack of depth. Yopaj?
Gets
got
brought
really
down.
greedy there.
Taken it down again. And so now, I mean, SMG, they're all over the map, making every type of rotation.
Relocate?
And relocate down bottom, looking for FBZ. Can they find him for a kill? Doesn't have a roll, and, well, hides off to the side, but Afu found him. Ninja Boogie's going to have to cancel the tether on this one to find the kill. Most likely, leaving Moon? Nah, they don't want to go for it. Just back to farming.
He got a two-man shield crash. It was plenty of damage reduction, and if you're standing in that sort of area, probably a little lacking in damage with the IO, at least this early on.
So, Danog, help me figure this out here. It looks to me with these bots, Necrofoes, we've got a Razor that's fairly farm going for BKB and just, Storm Spirit shenanigans, that they're going to be going Tricor into the late game. And I'm not sure where Boom are going to find the farm on the other two cores.
Yeah, I mean, again, I never put something past Yopaj. She's always capable
That's
of
fair.
making the magic happen. And it's like they might want to commit here with Jackie. I mean, he's playing alongside the rest of his team who are underneath the smoke, but SMG, their Spidey senses are on point today, just looking to make that immediate escape out. I suppose mid and safe lane towers are both pretty heavily pushed in, and it's not like any of these other heroes take the jungle with any great effectiveness or the triangle, so you know that they're looking to make some kind of aggressive play.
Right, and they are going to make it down bottom. Afu holding on to the tower for the moment and will be able to roll out TPs afterwards. They already used the root. There's nothing to break the TP. He's away. So couldn't get the combo with the Inkswell, so they will take the tower nonetheless. So Boom, get on the map with an objective, and we've yet to see that yet from SMG.
Slightly off the mark with the cohesion. Didn't need to throw out the Searing Chains there. He had the Inkswell onto him with Yopaj, so just save that and potentially net themselves another kill. But like you said, they get the tower, and it also means the Desolator completed for Jackie. So this bottom lane is actually under somewhat threat. They're going to need to have some sort of response to it, and, well, they're on point. They should know that they don't have too many TPs.
But look at this. Afu, he scouted him out right away, and they jump through for the kill. Take him down with the Reaper's Scythe. Afu set that up perfectly. Ward down, easy kill, but at the same time, Moon getting caught, but now he turns, wants to fight onto Skim. Also taking on FBZ, one-on-one on two. And Moon gonna take out the ward afterwards. He's got friends coming in. Ooh, dodges to the side, not gonna get caught. Moon smells blood in the water. And they find themselves another. SMG are just dismantling Boom right now.
Yeah, this is the way that SMG plays. They want to get aggressive early on. They have the shortest game length in the entire DPC, not just SEA, especially when they're winning. They just want to keep putting people in the ground, put the foot on the throat, and not let up.
I mean, you mentioned before that this is the team that has that great disparity with them in everything that they do. And, sometimes you roll high. And right now, they are absolutely doing it. One by one, they jump forward. Yopaj trying to catch a break here, but mid one, he says BKB, the rundown onto the TA. Popping the sharpshooter, trying to get the snipe. And it's not going to be quite enough damage, but Yopaj comes in for the finish. Afu afterwards gets the silence. Now trying to chase. Do they have the damage, though? Another round of the roll. Chasing that remnant. Yopaj, he can try and get away from this one, but Razor's on one side, Afu on the other. And I think that he's just going to die. Chase down, done.
Afu just waiting. It's like you open a door and someone's right there to punch your face in, and that's exactly what Afu did. Really feels like the communication is on point for SMG.
Solid showing from them. And yeah, I mean, again, we've talked about it. This is what you have to do if they want to keep their hopes alive at a major spot. Well, this is the only path through Boom. But Boom now, what are they going to do? They're trying to get towards this blink on FBZ so they can actually fight. BKB's probably soon, but Jackie's queuing up the blink dagger. It just feels like they need so many items right now.
FBZ, he's just using his Rolling Thunder, which every single time that he uses it, it just means that you have no teamfight control. So honestly, it wouldn't surprise me to see SMG just want to go again. Maybe without the Eye of the Storm, they feel a little bit less confident, but no, they're just going to Roche instead, right? Like, what teamfight control do you have?
Yeah, that's really smart. I like that a lot. Boom, it looks like they want to contest. I mean, this is so scary. Really trying to go in without the roll. We'll see. There is an illusion that's scouting first. Afu finds it. And oh, that is not the call. Oh, Raging Potato, what have you done? What have you done? Now, Skem throwing on out the decoys.
Link on
Roll
Jackie
to the
as well.
side, backs out. I mean, Boom, through a lot of subterfuge here, are making it work. They're throwing decoys and illusion runes, and they're able to bait a Reaper Scythe already. But still,
every second is so valuable for Boom, right? Like, they just want to make sure that this Rolling Thunder is available, just constantly wanting vision inside the pit. Yopaj there spamming the Sleight of Fist, the Stroke of Fate being used. They've even got the decoy super early on by Skem, just to provide them with that additional little bit of vision and understanding of the map. And, well, speaking of that, actually, we've got a Helm of the Dominator, which can be finished up by Afu if they wanted to go for that sneaky little Harpy creep.
I mean, that has so often just been the big answer for these team fights that break them wide open. And they have heroes on SMG that can punish incredibly hard if they spot Boom a little bit out of position. But the other nice part is, of course, this decoy being able to constantly be sent into Roche. They're going to make sure that they'll see if this ever does happen.
And who knows, they might just Reaper Scythe it.
That's right. Raging Potato, caught by that Inkswell. Stunt, not going to connect, though. He gets the Ghost Shroud out. Is that
Silence.
not what they need, though? Good relocate away, and now the roll, and they find Tim's, get the silence afterwards. On to that Hoodwink. Skem tries to back away. They have good vision, though.
And he used his TP, so even if he buys back... Look at... He stole the regen route. God damn it, Yopaj. How do you keep doing it, man?
Yeah, and now, again, Danger Town. They're going to throw out these decoys again and creating the Bushwhacks afterwards. Can they take down this Aegis? Bushwhack one round. Afu rolls through, doesn't connect. The silence is there, trying to get this done. FBZ, he does have Blink, rolls in a little bit early, though. The stun is there. They got a pretty good catch off, but it's not quite enough, and they jump in afterwards. Mid one gets the Aegis, snatched away. FBZ will die. So the last hit goes the way of Boom, and as you said, that Harpy Scout was seeing absolutely everything.
It's just such a busted hero. Get this out of the game. I'm surprised that there hasn't been a hotfix for it. And you could just see SMG committed so much heavier once Jackie completely revealed down onto the bottom side of the map. So just wanting to take advantage of the fact that they essentially had a 5v3 team fight. Honestly, I would even count the Harpy Scout as another hero, so a 6v3.
So I guess the thing to me that stands out about this too is that, you know, you've got Aegis now on Razor, you've got BKBs. It feels like complete control of the game for SMG, but that gold lead, it's only 3,000. And I always get this feeling with Boom that things are on a knife's edge, and, you know, when they're a little bit behind, it can become very far ahead real quickly.
Yeah, and the thing is as well for Boom is that they hit a couple of their item timings, right? They have the the Blink Dagger on FBZ. You got a Blink Dagger recently on Jackie, able to make good use out of it. But, I mean, you're getting very close to having a lot of other ones, even though you're going to have to go into the Aegis. You're going to have a BKB soon on Jackie. You're going to have the BKB soon on Yopaj. You're going to have the Aghanim Shard on FBZ. So it's a lot of teamfight capabilities that you're going to have very soon. So right now it's just about splitting up the map, playing around your vision, making sure that you're able to get those key items without losing too many objectives.
Right, and of course for SMG, it's the exact opposite. Play around your vision, fight them there, and you know, get all the objectives you can. And one of the objectives right now, at the very least, is killing off Tim's. Jackie pops the BKB, and it's going to have to TP out. Never feels great when that's your first usage, but sometimes it's what happens.
Better than dying, and it means that FBZ gets this top lane a little bit free for himself as well. So now he's got the Aghanim Shard, still doesn't have those Spirit Vessel charges. So I kind of want to see when Boom look to make their next play around that those big items that are set to come through for a couple of their other heroes, that they go for a wraparound. You need to catch Ninja Boogie because they have had around that Roche pit a couple of good initiations onto Raging Potato, chain stuns, getting the silence off onto him. But if he's right there, it doesn't really matter. Raging Potato is level 19, by the way. I only just realized that.
He is so enormous. These bots were such an excellent choice, and into the halberd afterwards. They saw that Afu was down bottom, and that means they can't go for anything extra. Meanwhile, Ghost Shroud tries to stay alive. Good chunk of damage. Will it be enough to kill him? They're broken over on the other side as well. Rolling through onto two. They try to keep him alive. The IO doing a great job of it. That mechanism. Raging Potato still living just barely, but eventually they find that finish. FBZ, can he manage to escape from this one? They get the stun onto one. Now the jump from downtown. Moon, he's only got about half a mana pool, though. He has to get out, and this is the fight that Boom are looking for. Can they get anything else afterwards? FBZ
doesn't have a TP either.
Does
so
have a blink. And trying to run away. I'm not sure if they're quite going to have the chase. Moon slowed.
Just looking to get these mini slows.
And Ninja Boogie's in the area, but he can't get there for the help. And the rest of them have to run away. They keep the Aegis on Razor, but there's only a minute and a half left on it. Ninja Boogie, he actually might just go down as well. Sharpshooter finishes him off, and just like that, Boom back in it.
That's what I was talking about, right? Like, it might seem like they were a little bit behind, or a lot behind, rather, in the kill score, but just a couple of items make such a big difference. Being able to use the roll-up to survive a lot more of that initial burst onto you. Yopaj with the BKB was able to go in super aggressively and tank up a lot of the aggression coming back from SMG. It was really only the Razor that was doing any kind of damage to him, so he just made sure to break that static link with his high maneuverability. Played it very well.
Well, and this sort of quintessential thing that was working well for SMG earlier kind of failed there because, you know, Apu starts the fight down bottom trying to catch the Ember, and as soon as they show that the Earth Spirit wasn't there, SMG decide that that's when they want to fight. But oh God, Boom, just absolutely taking perfect advantage of that moment of weakness and punishing them pretty hard.
Yep. That was Raging Potato's first death as well of the entire game. So they had a nice little kill bounty go towards FBZ, which is great. You know, he wants to make sure that he's getting a lot of that chain lockdown. I mean, if he can get a Lotus Orb or a Linked Sphere, it's fantastic against this Razor and the Necrophos.
Boom, have vision on this hill, which Moon is sort of skirting around at the moment. Do they find anybody in the trees? Do SMG want to come and defend? You got to imagine that they would, but it looks like the relocate comes in. Moon not able to connect. And it's back to turn. They get him to the side there. BKB, Ninja Boogie, he's dead. Can they find any more afterwards? Good fourth step away. Tim's trying to stay alive as long as possible, but eventually he too will be found. Round two, FBZ rolls through Raging Potato, living for a while. Has stick charges, has the essence ring, but they roll back in, blink on top of him, so much damage to the Spirit Vessel on top, and that's going to be another kill. Raging Potato has died twice in a couple of minutes, and they haven't really found an answer. Now Moon jumps back in again, and Afu rolling from the back lines, magnetized. It's pretty good, but the Bushwhack stops that initiation, and Razor now also goes down. Moon has to run away. It has gone to absolute disaster for SMG after looking so good early. All of their heroes are dying. Moon in the sights and eventually going to fall. Afu just can't catch a break. What has happened?
Oh, 2 seconds on Remnant. Yopaj, really go for it?
Charge. Yeah, he's going to go into it. Yopaj wanted it. He wanted it in the fountain.
Why not? I think that's... But this is it, right? Like, the tiniest mistake, and that's what sets the absolute tier 1 teams away from the rest, is that Boom able to take such advantage of a small mistake coming through. It was a couple of times, not necessarily bad play by Ninja Boogie, but the reason that they were able to take that team fight so effectively is that he was caught out inside the dire jungle, and he didn't have TP for another 30 seconds. So he was forced to use the relocate really aggressively, and it meant that even when he bought back, he wasn't instantly able to rejoin that team fight.
Tries to connect onto FBC again, but they won't be able to. Oh, actually, rolls back in.
It's disrupting. It's just disrupting any kind of follow-up. But you just see the impact of that roll-up, right? It just very... Items that are pretty cheap, but give a huge amount of effectiveness for these team fights. Like, where is the physical damage coming outside of the Razor for SMG at this point? Nowhere. So as long as you're sitting inside that roll-up, even if you're not using the full Rolling Thunder, you're generally okay.
Well, and I think that the big problem too that we keep on seeing is like how close the Spirit Vessel's been very, very effective against this Necrophos. He has been so close to a Lotus Orb for the past couple of minutes, and they've been trying to fight into them before that item's come out. Now that it finally is about to be here, I wonder if that will provide some relief. But I'm wondering if now Boom has opened too wide of a gap in terms of these fights. It's a 6,000 gold lead for them. Where else can they go next for items? It's almost Aghanim Scepter on Ember Spirit, so there might be a little bit of a window there before that comes out that could be solid for SMG, but Boom just looks so good.
They do, and it really feels like the next fight that's going to be the key difference maker is that Roshan fight. I mean, you've got couple of big timings hit here by the Necrophos. He just sold his Fairy Fire that he still had from the very start of the game to be able to finish up that Lotus Orb. So he's got it coming out to him now. He's level 20, so he's got the extra magic resist. He's got the Cloak of Flames on top of that for additional survivability. So he's nowhere near as burstable as he used to be. He's even got the Halberd, right? So I think you just got to make sure that you're fighting around a lot of your ultimate timings on SMG, because that's really where they've been caught out in these recent couple of recent 5 or so minutes.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing to watch if they can, you know, boom, take advantage of when those ultis are down. And again, a smoke up, boom. They know that Roche is capable of respawning. The other thing that we should mention is just how nice these decoys have been. Like, it's so much kind of untargetable damage from SMG that you almost can't help but hit them on the hoodwink and then just start throwing bushwhacks everywhere. Very difficult to deal with. And they actually scan immediately on top of them. SMG know they're all here. They're going to roll right into the midst of all of them. Afu splits the uprights, gets caught, now it's in trouble. Mid one wants to run in. They find Tims, but no detection. They can't catch him. Oh, the turnaround, it's right there. And Storm is dead. Do they decide to fight? They already bought back on Afu, and, well, Jackie caught. Oh, but he BKB TP'd out. And now Skem wants to run away, able to get some separation. The roll in, Afu finds him, kick back afterwards. FBC turn in, Magnetize connects onto 2, trying to drop down more. Raging Potato jumps into all, but the break is there. A triple kill for Yopaj. They will get the Reaper Scythe finish onto FBZ. And now with one more rundown, just quite off the mark, Skem getting away. TP's over, wants to escape, and he's going to. Skem gets away. Unreal.
He's gonna use the voice line is what he's gonna do. Letting them know about it in Thai.
Jeez. Yeah, I guess there's a reason they picked this guy Ember, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yopaj Ember. I mean, that was impressive. In my opinion, FBZ was by far the winner of that team fight for Boom. Yeah, he gets caught by the Reaper Scythe at the very end, but he gets the initial stun to punish the Earth Spirit. Immediate blink right on top of where the Storm Spirit zipped in. He chain stuns him, so he can't get off the BKB, and Moon just has basically no impact in that team. And CEO battle, Lyrical.
It's happening. That's absolutely fair. Which CEO will win in this brutal game of Dota 2 that we're playing? Well, eyes on Raging Potato. Lotus, run away, TP out, and oh, he knew the Expo was coming. Uh-oh, Raging Potato is stuck. This is not where he wants to be. This is a sad Potato. Relocate. Try to save. They bring in one. Oh, wait, are they really going to fight this? The jump in. Moon, they found another. Raging Potato is living. He's living through all of it. Jackie wants to back out, doesn't have a TP for 50. Afu finds him. Round 2, FPC doing what he can, but will it be enough? Afu interrupted in that roll. Moon now all into Jackie. The round 2 run back from Yopaj, though, as he finds them all. This man has a DD, the remnants of it. Can he kill all the rest of SMG? Mid one jumped on. Raging Potato still living. But I don't know if they have enough. Reaper Sight back up in 12, but nobody's low enough damage. But Moon waiting. He does have another zip, trying to bottle up and get some more damage. Raging Potato is living for a very long time with Reaper Sight back up again in 1 second. It's not there. Oh, Ninja Boogie was just a little bit too far away, and now they don't have any damage. They gotta run away, but there's nowhere left to run again. FBZ, dude, this guy is absolutely insane. He finally dies. They buy back on Raging Potato. He's trying to TP into the creep wave, finds it now, looks for Yopaj, but can he get into range? Tims over to the side, gets the silence. Oh, that's really good. And Yopaj backs away. Ninja Boogie's hunting on one direction. The Death Seeker.
He wants that Reaper.
It's not going to be there. He can't quite get there. Roche is back up. A bewildering fight that included a ton of buybacks. And boom, able to stave it off again.
For me, the big difference was SMG continued to fighting when their IO wasn't there. He relocated from the mid lane, and he spent perhaps a little bit too long there instead of just trying to run back up and join the rest of his team. He's reasonably speedy. He's got the bullwhip as well to assist with a lot of that movement, but it just felt like without him, you didn't quite have the same amount of sustain, particularly for the mana for Moon to continuously be right in the center of these team fights.
Well, and it's kind of crazy in this game because in a way, you feel like the long duration fights, like with the Razor and with the Necrophos, they should go better for SMG.
They should,
but,
yeah.
but because it's lasting so long, like Yopaj gets to go in for 2 rounds of all of his spells.
Mm-hmm. He's got a ton of fire remnant charges as well, so it just feels like he's so much more effective, right?
Yeah. And are we I mean, it's actually close to level 25 right now on Jackie. He's 24 at this point. Another smoke up likely on the way. SMG, they smoke together. And they're heading down bottom. They want to find Tims. That's who they're zeroing in on in these fights.
Honestly, it doesn't feel like he's having the hugest amount of impact, but they're really committing a lot onto him. Maybe just feeling like, okay, Roshan's up. If we catch him out, maybe he doesn't have buyback, and we can look to convert that into an objective. That DD certainly helps matters.
Yeah, and I mean, Boom know about this. They spotted on that TA trap. Yopaj, he's thinking about going for it. Whoa, and he takes it away again.
How does he do it, man?
Oh my goodness. Can they catch him,
just
though?
Run up onto the high ground.
FBZ, the rollback. Tims, he's coming back in again. Yule Scepter, back away. FBZ not doing a ton with this fight. Dropping down the trap onto one. He can tank a lot. Ninja Boogie is nearby to heal him up afterwards, and there's a huge chunk of heal that comes out, in fact. Now roll in. Afu completely off the market. That's silence afterwards, draining all of the mana of Jackie right now. But they turn onto mid one. He's dead. They kill off Jackie afterwards. So 1 for 1 so far, round 2. And able to live a little bit longer. The Yule Scepter has stick charges afterwards, but it's not enough. They have too much damage. The Magnetize isn't doing enough. 3 are dead with no buyback. Moon, the only one able to escape an ultra kill from Yopaj. This dude's insane.
Never bet against Yopaj Ember. Let this be a lesson to all of you out there that were SMG believers. I'm talking to you, MLP, but he's really putting the team on his back in these past few team fights. Jackie, he's getting a lot of the focus for sure, but Yopaj, even when he had his double damage dispelled along with the Flame Guard by the Yule Scepter there, by the Necrophos, he's still able to do so much in a lot of these team fights.
This was just, I mean, it's crazy how quick it turns around, but also just like the breakneck pace that we're playing this game at right now, right?
Yeah.
We're what, over 50 kills in 35 minutes, and you know, we knew that SMG was going to come in and play with some fire, but Boom matching them step for step and not once backing down. The roll in, they find one. Moon, he's in some trouble, got nowhere left to go. They kill off the Storm. Who needs to get a Roche? Go get kills.
Yeah, go get kills, get a tier 2 tower, and then look to just let your TA do a lot of the Roche taken work.
Real.
Even got the Gem of True Sight as well for Scam, so one of those heroes that's great at just being able to remove a lot of that high ground vision. Sure, it's not going to be able to stop the Harpy creep if they eventually get it, but you've got, of course, the active, you've got your Acorn shot to just plant on high grounds. Shouldn't be any kind of situation where SMG have any vision to play with, and if you just have a look over at their vision, you can see that the only place on the map that they can see is Boom's Triangle, and honestly, it feels like they haven't been there for the past 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's not really been the places where the action's been happening. I will say that there's a little bit of a change-up happening now. We've got Refresher on Ember and Refresher done on mid one, and that one should be coming out in just a second here. I mean, does the Refresher on mid one change anything for you at all?
Oh, I mean, it changes a little bit, but I feel like it's going to be very hard for you to do anything because Yopaj is just going to be creating so much space for the rest of his team. Like, he's got his Aghanim Shard, he's got his Aghanim Scepter, he's got the Refresher. Surprisingly enough, he went for the Remnant Charge restore time instead of the Sleight of Fist charges. I kind of would have thought that refreshing 2 Sleight of Fist charges would have been fantastic, but I suppose he's going for a much more magic-oriented build, even just holding onto the Ceremonial Robe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different deviation than what we've seen occasionally, but you know, who are we to judge this so much, right? He's doing what he's doing. He knows what's up.
And never mind, he doesn't have the robe. He's got a Spell Prism now, which, I mean, what can you do against this Yopaj Ember?
Somebody needs a sheep. Like, they need something to lock this guy down with. Because right now, it like pull, Reaper Scythe, Afu, it's not doing enough. But 14K gold lead. SMG still staying in it. And high ground, definitely a different beast for the side of Boom. And of course, they can make moves with Jackie, but it's not easy to pressure no matter what's going on.
I feel like Boom are going to force the matter before it becomes a factor, but this BKB on Spirit is actually really important for him to have. We've seen so many times, you know, he dives really deep into a lot of these team fights. I haven't seen a ton of magnetizers get off, and that's just because he gets chain lockdown and burst really quickly in a lot of these engagements. And you know, for him to have that extra little bit of survivability to prevent the rolling thunder, to prevent even just the silence coming through from Tim's is pretty damn impactful.
Yeah. No, I agree. And yeah, letting him just play a little bit more freely, if he can survive and get one of those clutch geomagnetic grips on after initiation, could be pretty solid for him. Good. Yopaj gets out again, and now they're kind of stuck in here. Afu tries to escape. Moon able to get the long zip away, and Afu caught by the bushwhack. Tries to roll away again. Will he be able to survive this? Well, you got remnants. Ooh, whoa!
He zipped back. Okay, he was just trying to get the
round 3, and he gets away. All right,
refresher. Do you think he chases?
No. Yeah, I think his team called it back. He wanted it, but it was all to make space. Wait, sure.
If it was a pub.
Control, good turnaround. FBZ hoping to do a good chunk of damage there. Is it going to be enough though? Moon, he's stuck. He's late. He can't get away. There's nowhere left to go. Oh, round 2 of this one. They've taken him down one time, but now the catch. They found him. Long duration silence. He still has refresher with BKB on Yopaj. They can buy back on the storm if they go in a bit too deep, but for the moment, at least, mid one in some trouble, caught to the side and going to get dropped. Remnant through so much damage.
Jesus
Range of potato. They absolutely destroyed him. Dude, his damage numbers are going to be off the chain.
Yeah, and with that kill as well, it means that you get that remnant on the ground, and, well, he's just able to go straight back to base, get full health and mana, and just do it all again.
Now the mass buybacks, all 5 of them. They want to jump in. They got to get something here. If you buy back your entire team, you have to find at least 1 kill.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be
they'll
there.
Be in shambles.
Unreal. Unreal. How clean is Boom?
It's crazy, the amount that the laning stage is honestly normally a pretty strong point for them, but just able to consistently play around each other. The communication early on was a little bit lacking, but ever since then, it feels like they're just playing around these timings so effectively.
And now, like, you know, I was worried about the triple core. It's definitely happened for Boom. He's got level 25 on all three heroes at this point. Refraction instances, the duration, or rather the cooldown, and everybody's just so freaking farmed on Boom. And so
Aging Potato heard your call. He wants that sheep stick, but he's a fair way away from being able to pick it up.
Yopaj spots 1, gets a little bit too excited with that remnant. Tim's breaks the link. Now FBZ rolls in. They find Afu. He doesn't have the BKB yet. He had to use buyback. Chase down. FBZ catches him again. How much control does one Pango have? They've got him completely locked down. Nowhere left to go. Mid one doesn't have BKB or refresher. And now the remnant chases on in. Finds Afu. Dead for 100 seconds. Moon trying desperately to catch the other CEO. It ain't gonna happen.
What do you do against this, man? It just feels like they're everywhere at once, and there's just 1 stun, basically, that they've got. Maybe 2 on SMG, but it's not super reliable.
No, it is not nearly enough. Oh my god, Jackie's hitting the whole time. The Lotus.
Yeah, they got
too
that
strong.
Lotus off.
God, what a good item. And like, it's just, it's not working.
Nope. And FBZ now up to that level 26, so he's got that much lower cooldown on the Rolling Thunder. He's got the Timeless Relic, just saying, you know what, I just want to make sure that you're permanently stunned. DD as well for Jack. It's like Gaben knows exactly what Boom needs at every single point.
I mean, I don't know what more they really need. I feel like they've gotten everything at this stage. I guess maybe they could wait for another Roche, but yeah, DD here, if they want to play a little bit crazy, they can definitely go all in with this one.
Yeah.
Another round of the zips, killing the creeps, backs away. Is he buying null talismans over there? He is. Moon has 4 now.
He just wants to try and take one more wave out of the equation. Doing an okay job at trying to keep that bottom lane out, but it's going to get there pretty soon.
Roll in. Catches. Mid one. KB living. Now they're caught together in the leash though. And Ninja Boogie is going to die 65 seconds out of that one. Trying to walk together. BKB round 2. Jackie's getting linked up. They buy back now on the IO. Do they have enough? It's not quite enough damage, but they get the pull there. Onto 2. FBZ down low. FBZ, he's dead. Yopaj wants to play cleanup, but they've already lost 2 of their cores. Do they have the control that they need? Looking for another. Skem goes down. Afu rolls just barely off the mark for Tims. Can't catch. Yopaj is the big prize if they can get him, but he still has a refresher BKB, and he is just out of there.
It was that sort of play that they needed, right? It cost them a buyback, and the longest time, Moon was going for this Shiva's Guard purchase, saying like, look, we've got to try and commit. We're losing this game inch by inch. What a great play, getting that double Vortex off, being able to lock him down just enough time for mid one to finally get some decent value out of the static link.
Well, and I mean, again, if there's a will, there's a way, and we're seeing a sheep stick in the sights for Raging Potato. He can buy out from that if Yopaj is maybe caught a little bit off guard. Like, there are avenues for this to work, and actually, right now, trying to force the buyback. I mean, mid one does have level 25. He's got AC. This guy hits pretty hard, but Yopaj trying to dissuade that. The link is there. A lot of deeps. And in the meantime, mid one will get hit by that bushwhack. Do they go in again? That's a BKB done for the Earth Spirit. He's behind enemy lines, ready to roll in at a moment's notice, along with Moon. They scout out Moon, though. And looks for the jump, finds him. Skem caught, Skem rolled on. Aeon Disc backs away, and they're out. Still, though, they're sticking around. Yopaj using these remnants, trying to chase down another. He still has that refresher ready. 30 seconds until his natural BKB is back up again. But SMG, they're going to back out a minute and a half till Roche will respawn. And with Boom at full strength, SMG, they're still keeping it even in the kill score. I can't believe it.
Yeah, there's signs of life here. And, well, Moon, he actually went and purchased the Aghanim's Blessing as well. So he wants to have as many item slots available for those Null Talismans. He just wants to be zipping around these fights super consistently. Yeah, why not?
All right, this needs to be patched. These Null Talismans are insane. Oh, man.
Past that 25-minute mark. It's like, all right, give it some value.
Well, he's got it. And the zip. Moon going all the way over to the camps and loses almost none of his mana. So crazy. Oh, and he's going for a refresher now, too. I mean, again, you can see the pieces there for how this could work. But will Boom give him an opening? Good scouting with this Helm of the Dominator creep.
Really does feel like it's that next Roche that's going to be the key difference maker, right, man?
He's got it.
Realize Jackie's holding on to 8,200. Wants to buy the Swift Blink. He probably could do so.
Oh, they spot him. Afu right away. Misses on the silence. They got the Hex. Right away there, on to one, but it's not enough damage. The Andis came in. Now Afu rolls onto all of them. The big pullback. Jackie down low. Yopaj doesn't do enough damage. Ninja Boogie lives through this. They get the Yule Scepter lift up. Meanwhile, Yopaj turns, wants to blow up another one, but they've got him caught down to half HP. Remnants away, able to survive. FBZ down low, but no, Storm, he's dead for 2 minutes. They need to get out. The rest of SMG trying to run. Can they escape, though? Mid one. Turns, yes, Satanic still, but no more BKB. Oh, Boom, they're just stalking him. They know that this is the moment right here for him. Can they find any more? Yopaj, they're picking them off one by one like flies. Raging Potato turns, trying to find it. They gotta buy time. And will Boom continue to chase? I mean, these are hard heroes to kill. They still have that Hex as well. Roll.
On his back off cooldown.
Mid one, he TPs out. They buy themselves a little bit more time.
They'll still get the Roche, though. I mean, do you give the second refresher over to Yopaj? It almost feels like you do.
I think so. I don't know what else you do.
Maybe FPG. Yopaj is just like, I know what I'm about, all right?
can't believe he still has an Orb of Corrosion in his inventory. Like, can't you upgrade, man? Well, buybacks are coming back up now for SMG. They still have buyback on cooldown for Skem for another 4 minutes, IO for 3, but not enough gold right now for the Necrophos, 1,300. Only one lane of racks has been taken. This mid will definitely hurt a lot more, but with Storm having buyback, they could make another all-in play if they want. FBZ going with the roll-up. Fuel Scepter, Raging Potato trying to survive, pulls them in with that Bushwhack. Triple Remnant in right away. Lotus Orb afterwards, trying to survive. Got him caught dead. 1,200 gold away. He doesn't have buyback. Can they do it with just these 4 heroes? Storm Spirit does have that buyback again. The silence is out. Does have Refresher Shard. No natural refresher for another 20. And they're going to wait it out. So Storm back up again. And boom, showing a lot of respect to this team.
They'll know that the death timer is so high on the Necro, though, because he had to... That was his dieback timer, so they're still going to feel pretty confident in pushing it onto this top side, just playing around the Rolling Thunder. I thought maybe they could look to commit the buyback on Moon when the Rolling Thunder had a couple of seconds left on it and maybe save, but not really the case.
Link up immediately broken. Kills off the creep wave, but they got to deal with more of them. FBZ ready to roll at a moment's notice. And Jackie
isn't 30 refraction instances great?
Kick in? Is this the play they needed? They got him caught. He's down low. He's dead. Remnants in onto all of them. But the BKB now round 2. Got him caught. The pull in there onto 3, but it's no follow-up. There's no extra damage. There's nothing. Mid one wants to go in and punish. Well. Can they do it onto Jackie? He's trying to get out of there, but he's doing way too much damage. Remnants in. Yopaj wants to kill. Remnants onto all of them, but the heal is there. Isn't enough? No. They don't quite have it. Mid one, look at all the remnants! Yo, but 15 remnants! How much damage can he get? But round in again. I don't know how many it is at this point. Moon, he's got to jump away. And he used every remnant that he had, and now he's got a couple more rounds of buybacks too. Mid one. Dude, what in the hell are we watching? What's going on? I mean, SMG are still kind of in it, but now the roll-up after the cheese and FPC. He's trying to chase mid one.
Gotta keep tabs on Moon.
Yeah, they're back alive soon on Necro as well. Roll, but not enough. They lose that Razor. He's dead for 2 minutes.
Oh,
Moon,
no.
He's caught. Silence, wants to walk away. But he's got to kill off the rest of them. Dives in, kills Skem. And Moon TP's out. Do they have a way to break it? No. What in God's name did we just watch?
I don't know, man. Let's have a look at the fight recap. Yeah, 15 remnants used in that fight by Yopaj. What a stupid ability.
24,000 damage, 12k of it all done right there. Aya's back up in 12. Oh, Moon! Yopaj, he just doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. It never stops. The pain will never leave you. You gave him Ember, and now you must cry, as he is going to kill you, my guy. Can they do anything else? Oh, the bash. Jackie gets 1 bash, and now Moon's dead too. And GG is finally called at the end of one of the most ridiculous fights that we've seen in the CDPC. They finally get him! Take that! And then they GG out.
They got him. They did it. That's mission